Commerce, I want to welcome you all to this important event. When I got a phone call from Aziz about a few days ago, telling me that the organizer of the large event was cancelled, I was like, wow, this is not good. Also knowing him and knowing Dr. Joyce Moy, their personality and their relentless persistence, I know things will continue to happen. So I want to commit to you that we have tremendous relationships with the C-suite, the chairman, the CEO, the CIO of the largest Fortune 500 companies in America. And I want to make a pledge to support Aziz and all of the things discussed here, that we will bring some of those chairman and CEO of the largest Fortune companies to Bangladesh to see firsthand and open their mind, and open their eyes on why Bangladesh is the next destination for IT. For example, I talked to my friend who's the president for Global for Verizon, and he's expressed strong interest to find out more about Bangladesh. And as you know, they're one of the largest companies who buy a lot of IT services and outsource a lot of IT services to all other countries in the world. So besides Verizon, we have Pepsi, we have Walmart, we have J&J, the list go on. And I want to make sure that all of the CEO and the co-CEO will make a phone call to them directly and say, hey, if you are Mr. Bill McDermott, the co-CEO of SAP, I want you to know more about Bangladesh and why the leaderships and the government officials are so excellent for business nature right now. And then the economy downturn of this country, the lingering of this fact is an advantage for countries like Bangladesh. And I want to urge all of you to remain optimistic despite the situations. And I think we can do a lot more for the country Bangladesh, and for all your effort. Thank you.
Thank you. Samuel is known for talking to the top. That's actually something that he specializes in. And believe me, he is a master networker. Please make sure that you get to know him. Our next speaker is someone that I hold in very high esteem, and that's Mr. Aziz Ahmad. He is the chair of U.S. Bangladesh Partners and the CEO of UTC Associates, and a tremendous supporter of Bangladesh. Mr. Aziz Ahmad.
Thank you, Joyce, for your kind words, and good morning, everybody, and welcome. This is quite a privilege and quite an honor for being here and your presence, Honorable Finance Minister, Governor of the Central Bank of Bangladesh. You can correlate to the Chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, and our architect of the Digital Bangladesh, Mr. Sajib Joy, and other dignitaries, as well as distinguished guests, welcome and thank you for being here today. You have got a macro level picture from Mr. Sajib in terms of from the infrastructure to support and the democratic mandate that we have in the country. And so that, with that, and also with other help, and also from our friends, Mr. Michael Jones-Bain, and I couldn't thank you enough for taking the trouble for being here. I'm so honored and grateful for my friend Mark Jeffrey. You've been always here when I pick up the phone, and Xavier, without saying, without your help, would not be here today with all the friends and everything, and more to come. So this is just the beginning. I would like to emphasize that this is quite an opportunity and humble beginning for us. This is the Bangladesh is in the this is Bangladesh as if we are the next door. The world is flat. There should not be any geographical boundaries. We need to see the Bangladesh talent and the resources and the wealth in all over the world. Is everything the global stage is for grabs. as untapped opportunity in Bangladesh. We need to discover them, uncover them, and also take the advantage of it. And so this is quite an opportunity for us, for mutually beneficial for both countries, for US, Bangladesh, and we are both friendly countries. And let's meet and greet each other. Let's collaborate. And I would like to see some of the deals and some of the collaborations, some of the agreement happen here. And this is my request. And any support you need in logisticals, anything, please feel free to reach out to us. And it will be our privilege to serve you. Thank you again, and thank you, and looking forward to the best meeting.
Thank you. We have the privilege of 3 companies who have done business with Bangladesh, who have agreed to provide some case studies of their company's interactions and transactions to give you an idea of the kinds of things that have been done and the experience of these companies. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Christopher York from Boeing Corporation to come up to do a presentation on his company's work with Bangladesh.
First, let me apologize. I'm getting over a bit of a cold. And while I feel okay, my voice has a tendency to occasionally make it back, so bear with me. My name is Chris York. I'm with the Boeing Company in Seattle, Washington. And like the speakers before me, I'd like to express the same sentiment and thank the organizers and thank BASIS for the opportunity to be here. I am a systems architect for the Boeing Company, and in that role I have 2 different hats. One is I develop technology solutions for internal Boeing employees for our operations worldwide. But more interesting in this audience, I think, is the role I play in supporting our commercial airplane division in leveraging IT talent that we have inside Boeing for our airline customers worldwide. Boeing has a very disparate, very deep IT talent pool, much like the country of Bangladesh. I'll get to that a little bit in a moment. And so we're able to leverage that talent pool in supporting our commercial airplanes division during the sale of aircraft. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So if we could go to the next slide, please. So I only have about 4 or 5 slides. I don't have a whole lot to show you. But I'll talk about the project that was recently completed in Bangladesh, some of the facts that might be interesting to this audience that were completed there, and also some lessons learned and observations. I'll be very respectful, but I'll be frank with you about those observations. I've been going to Bangladesh since 2008, early 2008, and since that time till now, I've spent about 4 months there in total, so I've had some opportunity to spend on the ground there. Before we go to the next slide, I also want to mention, just off the cuff, that I don't spend simply all my time in Dhaka. I've had the opportunity to visit a number of parts of the country, from Cox's Bazar in the south, up north to Sylhet. Unfortunately, I've not gotten to the Sundarban as much as I wanted to, but I've been to a number of parts of Bangladesh, and that was made possible by the hospitality and the generosity of many of the people that I've met, who I consider friends now. It's a real privilege. By the way, next to me here is one of those good friends, Mr. Mushfiq Rahman, who works for Spectrum, one of the partners that we have in Bangladesh as this IT project with Boeing. He's doing a great job so far. So let me give you a description of the IT project that Boeing recently completed there. It was conceived as a concession to the sale of aircraft. It's a very common practice at Boeing, and our competitor, that I will not name, also does. We also refer to them as offsets, where we withhold a certain percentage of the negotiated sale price for different projects that the airline might need. It's very common. For example, there might be brand new platforms, brand new aircraft, such as the case here with the new 777-300ERs, awesome airplanes, I might add. The 787-8, the new Dreamliner, our composite airplane, which Bangladesh has purchased several of, and then the 737-800.